What is going on, everyone? Rock here, and I got a game of Domination for you today on the brand spanking new map, Black Box. And really, they couldn't have come up with a better name for this map than Black Box. I mean, I know the airplane, that is the most important component of an airplane at a crash site, as you must recover the black box from the wreckage so you can determine what exactly happened. But, I mean, come on, Black Box, really? We couldn't come up with a better name for this. Crash Site, maybe a little homage to Crash from Call of Duty 4. I don't know, we could have come up with something a little better than this. But overall, I gotta say, pretty good map. It's actually the first map out of all the brand new maps that I kind of like. It's actually pretty good. It's a very big map. It's a very large, open map. And I have a feeling it would do really good in ground war, because there's instances where you just find yourself looking for people on this map. Now, Domination, it's pretty well set up for. It's a triangle shaped layout for your flag capture points. Much better than your 3 in a row, like say on Mission, I think. It offers a lot of movement around the map, and you have some very good vantage points like this right here to cover B, protect B. A lot of people say, oh god, you're camping right here. No, I'm actually protecting the flag. I want to hold B as long as we possibly can. We're a random team here. I'm in this by myself. I got a group of randoms, so pretty much my goal, try to protect B if at all possible and keep that 2 flag cap going as long as we possibly can. But this was my very first game on this map. The only experience I had had before this, I did go into a private match and kind of wandered around the map and checked things out and looked for lines of sight and see where you can actually capture the flags from. And they're actually very well covered, I must say. There's only a few spots that you can be seen when you're capturing the flags on here. And I can definitely say that the A flag is the one you do not want to be pinned in on this map. C and B is your preferential holding flags. And going to switch to my anti-air class and be a good team player and take out this helicopter right here. But if you get pinned into A, you're going to have to try and work yourself out of this hole. A is kind of down at the bottom of a gully, down at the bottom of a hill, and you've got some height disadvantages going against you if you're pinned into A. So my big recommendation, try to hold C and B as long as you possibly can. But I think they really could have come up with a better name for it, because the crash site itself is not a very big focal point of this map. These buildings, the one I'm looking at right there and the one up there where C is at, those are 2 very highly contested buildings. It seems like the fight always ends up going into a building at some point, and this map no different from any of the others. A lot of your structure is where the actual action takes place. When you try to catch people moving from building to building out in the open, that's where you're going to, get a lot of your kills. Definitely, I would say this map is more prone to using an assault rifle of some type, because you're going to have some very long shots like that right there. In the buildings themselves, in the actual structures, SMGs and shotguns will be really effective, but it's just going to be a lot of long shots right here. And I would say sniping will be very prevalent on this map. And once you get into ground war on here, there's going to be a lot of action. And this, I think, would be very well suited excuse me, for ground war. But I played Kill Confirmed after this particular game. Most boring game I have ever played in my life. Regular team deathmatch and Kill Confirmed on this map going to be absolutely bad. All anyone does is kind of camp in corners in the bushes, sit up in the buildings and snipe and try to pick people off out in the open like that right there. When you have an objective like in Domination here, it forces the teams to actually kind of move around the map a little better. So unless they throw it into ground war, I would kind of stay away from team deathmatch and Kill Confirmed on this map, unless you can get more people onto the map itself. But that's going to do it for my pretty much review of this map. And I thought it would kind of lead me into a report card status for the entire game itself. If you guys remember a long time back when the game first came out, I kind of gave a report card on this. And a lot of people didn't really like it. There was a lot of negativity on it. And that was because I felt really bad about the game and the way it came out and a lot of the problems that it was having at the time. And I thought it would be real appropriate to maybe give a new and updated report card. Just like in school, you get a report card and then a little ways down the road you get another one to let you know your progress on how you have improved or maybe gotten worse. So I thought I'd do another report card on Modern Warfare 3 at this time. And I have to say the grades have improved a little bit. Modern Warfare 3 has been working really hard and studying and hitting the books, and they've tried to raise their grade up. And I don't know, maybe if it's because I have stopped prestiging and the game has gotten a little easier for me because I'm not in that grind where I'm constantly having to reacquire certain perks and weapons and attachments and things like that. Now that I've got all my weapons unlocked, all the attachments that I want to use, all the perks that I want to use, everything is available to me all the time. The game has definitely changed for me, and it's gotten much more enjoyable and much easier to play. And I think that may have something to do with the early grade that I gave it. It just wasn't as enjoyable as past Call of Duties, you know, at that particular time. But now, in its life cycle, I would have to say I can give it a little bit better grade than I did initially. And that's not to say that it's perfect, okay? There's still a lot of issues going on with this game. And the biggest of which I can say is absolutely 100% this lag compensation shit. It is probably the worst thing I can say about this game whatsoever. Modern Warfare 3 is the most dependent game I have ever seen on connection. If the connection is not there, I don't care how good of a player you are, you're going to suffer, okay? And you're just going to come out on the short end of the stick. I think if they could figure out a way to fix this lag compensation and the hit detection, they could have a really strong winner on their hands. But as it sits right now, I'm going to give it a really high C+, or maybe a B-. These extra content drops, the new maps, the DLC, it's not really enough to really push it over the top for me. Like I say, Black Box here is probably the first map I've really enjoyed out of the content drops that they've had so far. Overwatch wasn't bad, but really I wish they would put these in the rotation already. It's really a pain in the ass to have to go to a specific playlist in order to play any of the downloadable maps, and it just makes it kind of unenjoyable. I would like to see these in the rotation. I hear that's supposed to be happening really soon, and I think once that happens, maybe these new maps will become maybe a little bit more enjoyable. But as it stands right now, I'd like to see maybe some more tweaks to this lag compensation issue. If they could work that out, I think it would dramatically change the way this game is looked at upon by myself and other people as well. It's the weapons. I don't have a problem really with the weapons. There's a lot of shotguns, a lot of Type 95, a lot of quick scoping. But you know what? If I had the connection where I felt it needed to be, I really wouldn't complain about those types of things. But when you're filling someone with a clip full of bullets and you're hitting them, you're getting your little pluses, your little hit marker X's, and then they throw up a quick scope on you and pop you, bam, one bullet and you're dead, that gets to be a little frustrating. Or when you know you have a shotgun like the striker, you know, if you kill me with a KSG, hey, props to you, buddy. But when you turn a corner spamming that striker at me, that's still a bit of a problem. But it's still a little bit more enjoyable than it was earlier in the year. Let me know what you think, guys. What is the current grade for Modern Warfare 3? And that's going to do it for this one here on Black Box. We'll see you next time.